Hi everyone. I've noticed a few questions coming up, same sort of similar times and in different places, and especially on my site, obviously in the comment section and elsewhere, and I just want to address a few of those that keep coming up. One of the things I'm noticing, people thinking, oh, I'm not in here, or my name's not me checked, I'm not in the Lamb's Book of Life. Well, let's make a distinction straight away. The Bible code, what's within the Bible itself is not the Lamb's Book of Life. That is totally different. Go read your scriptures and you'll see the Lamb's Book of Life is what's opened at the end, and those names were not found in the Lamb's Book of Life were cast into the lake of fire. So we know what's going off with that. That is something that's already in heaven. So this is not, the Bible is not the Lamb's Book of Life. And let's not forget, all that is, was, and ever will be is encoded within Scripture, and that is also inclusive of saved and unsaved folk. So we have every category covered. So every event's covered. The minutest of details is within. So that's one of the first things I want to deal with. Second thing I want to address is the fact whether or not the Bible code is something that can be used to divine the future and prognostication, etc., so forth and so on. Well, quite obviously, that's a big no. The way randomness is laid within the scriptures, thousands of times the words can come up. When I search for words and folk and different things in there, sometimes it's multiple times. What I'm looking for is clusters that are together and that are of significance, and therefore you can't know the future because you wouldn't know until something's happened what you're looking for. So if someone were to look for the death of someone, well, death would just show up thousands of times within the software when you're looking for words. So there's no way you'd know which is the right death because the death hasn't happened. Also the same with the dates. Now the dates are encoded, it just shows up so many times. But once you know when someone's died and what date and under the circumstances, yeah, you could look for that and you would find it, because the more information you have, you'd be able to find a cluster, you'd be able to narrow it down, you'd be able to show it. So until the events have happened, you can't use the Bible code to prognosticate and to divine. And as if God would be stupid enough to allow his encoded word that is placed under the surface text, as if he would ever allow that to be used so people can divine, get to know the future, when it's quite obvious within his word he forbids that, and we all know that it's not right. So that leads me to the third thing that's ridiculous really, but I'll quickly address it, that the Bible code's of the devil. I mean, how stupid can you get? That the devil has encoded within the word of the living God in his book that he orchestrated and brought about uniquely. You are having to admit there, and you're saying that God's allowed the devil within the camp, and that he's got more knowledge and more power than God, and that everything, all that is, was, and ever will be, all the encoding, everything, the devil knows the future of each and every one far more than God. I mean, come on, wake up. How stupid is that? A kingdom divided against itself will fall. No way can that be from the devil. That's as stupid as getting an occultic book and then finding something hidden within it and saying, well, that's God in there. Come on, wake up. That shouldn't even need to be addressed, but a couple of times some people have fetched it up, and they're just thrashing sticks out of rank ignorance deep down. So I've addressed that. And the fourth thing is the statistical probability of whether this is here by chance. Well, you've seen the statistics at the end of every single portion I've done, and they're off the scale. It's crazy. The latest one I'm about to put up in, well, a couple of days, maybe a week, on portion 18, that one's really off the chart. All of them are. They're in the quadrillions, and whatever these large numbers are to one, I always have a look on the table of large numbers, so you can't argue with numbers like that. They are there for a reason. It's as stupid as walking down the street, if you think it's by chance, finding 10,000 coins that are supposed to have been thrown up in the air and landed perfectly in a square, a circle, or whatever shape you want. And you looked and you thought, wow, look at all these coins. They're all stacked uniquely, all on their heads, all not tails. That's the other unique thing you managed to find out. And you go, wow, I can't believe this. This is awesome. You would look at that and you would know that that didn't fall there by chance. Chance would be you throw the 10,000 coins up there and randomness, they're all over the place, and there'll be some heads and some tails, probably 50-50, whatever. The point is, at that point when you see a house maybe built out of coins, a square, a circle, a shape, like I said, any shape you want, and they're all beautifully knit together and all rolled up and in columns, maybe even sort of like a Greek temple with think of that, with coins all up, and there's a house built in. You know, this is the kind of odds you're talking about. Just if you pictured that as you walk down the road, you would not say that was an accident. So I just want to address that and just ram home how much this particular change Bible code is. The most are as well. Even on other subject matters, how unique this thing is, and people really need to wake up to that. This is way, 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 way beyond chance. So I hope that addresses any issues. If anyone's got any questions, you know where the comments are. You know, in the About page, you can get me email if anybody wants to email me privately. It's very easy. Just go to the About page on there, click view email address, and that's on my YouTube channel, obviously, on the About page, and just drop me a line. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. And if you're happy, just do it in the comments. Can be even quicker on the comments because I don't check my emails too often. I'm tending to lately, but just fire away. And thanks very much, each and every one of you, for dropping by. And I'll busy now on with portion 18, so I'll catch you all later.